Welcome to the Community Brew Podcast, Commerce and Conversations, brought to you by the Carefree Cave Creek Chamber of Commerce, where local business meets local flavor in the heart of the beautiful Desert Foothills region. We're serving up fresh insights, inspiring stories from business owners, experts, and community leaders shaping our vibrant community, including simple strategies to help you grow your business faster. And now, here's your host, President and CEO of the Carefree Cave Creek Chamber of Commerce, Steve Feld.
Welcome to the Community Brew Podcast, where commerce and conversations meet. Today, we have a special guest with us, Steve Woods from Tech for Life.
Thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
Great. Well, let's get right into it. Tell us a little bit about Tech for Life and how did you start the company?
Well, Tech for Life in June will be here 21 years. So how it started was over in Desert Hills. I had gotten divorced, and it was right after the 9/11 disasters. And I had left my corporate job and decided to start something local. And so I just went out and used the skills that God gave me to help people, whatever that was, and kind of took a shotgun approach for everything that has to do with technology. And said, well, which one of these people really need? And people really needed computer service and networking. Wi-Fi was really getting strong then, and marketing. So small businesses have always been my love. So getting connected with small businesses and being able to do that was really the key. And so I just set out to try to love my neighbor. And
starting up a business, that's never an easy taking. What were some of the biggest challenges when you started up? Because it sounds like you just plop down and let's go.
You don't want to follow my model because I did not follow a model. I literally just set out and started helping people. I mean, that's really my nature anyway, to be of service. So I just started helping people with what they needed. I knew people out here. My dad was a realtor out here then. So I was getting some referrals from him and literally said, okay, well, I need to do invoices. Your computer has Excel on it. Let me just do an invoice for you in Excel. And I would print it off for them. Here's your invoice. And did business cards later. It came up with my logo later. All those things followed the actual work. So that's not the way an MBA student would do this. Literally, I went down and registered my business first, got the name, did all that. But the rest of it all,
I always believe you should always go after the sales first, and then don't worry about the business card, your flyers, and all that. Guess what? It'll come.
Yeah, that's exactly
because you need the sales to pay for all that.
Right.
So people waste their time doing all that, and they never get to the most critical thing, and that's sales.
And I know marketing. So I come from Mass Mutual Financial Group, and I was their technology and marketing consultant for the West Coast. And our definition of marketing has always been get in front of people on a positive basis. So.
And when you first started, did you have all of these services that you do now, or how did you build on it?
Because I literally did take a shotgun approach. I was doing everything at the start. And then I narrowed it down as people really got focused and clients really became more clear who my clients were and that we were working with small businesses primarily.
And it sounded like, you took a bigger shotgun approach, which yes. A lot of times, a lot of businesses throw that spaghetti on the wall and let's see what sticks. And it sounds like you were there, but you also looked at the data and listened to really find your true target market. How long did it take to find that true target market?
When you're starting out, you're hungry. So yeah. It's whatever feeds you, I think. Right? Okay, well, I'm going to make money out of that. Let's go there. Do more of that. That was good. And so it really was that. But I think it probably took about a year, maybe two, I think, before I got more focused. But, it's hard with technology because it's exploding so fast. It always has been.
It's true.
So the computer side of it was growing. The digital marketing side of it just exploded because websites were still fairly new. I mean, at Mass Mutual, I built one of the first template-based sites for their agents, right? And so I just came out of that when I started this. And so then WordPress wasn't even on the scene back then, so people wanted a website and we're like, okay, well, we build it like this. And that was all changing. So you have to keep up with that.
So it sounded like you got involved in a networking group and started really expanding out there. I know you're involved in the chamber. When did you join the chamber?
I joined the chamber 4 years after I started, so probably 2007. But I happen to know the person through a friend of a friend who was the former president of the chamber. And so I called her up and said, what do you think? And she said, you will get out of it whatever you put into it. Don't worry about the money. Like if you're going to put your time and effort into it, you'll get that money back. If you don't, you will not. So I took that advice and got involved. And so I started making sure I was at all the breakfasts and mixers and everything else that we did back then. Sure enough, it more than paid for itself the first year, and has every year since. I mean, Chamber has been one of the best things, I think, for my business. That's one of the reasons why we moved into this area, because the Chamber was here already. I was working with the Chamber.
What do you love most about doing business, especially in the community, in this fantastic community? It's such a
What's not to love?
Local vibe, and
I mean, truly, it's like what is not to love? I mean, this community is unbelievable. The stories I could tell are just fantastic of how great people are, how wonderful clients we have, how well they treat my staff, how amazed my staff is to meet them. Some of their stories. I mean, we have everything from astronauts to so many things about the giving, the volunteering, the involvement in community that people have, and which is one reason why we started Community Partners, which is something else I'd like to talk about. But so Community Partners is a nonprofit and business marriage partnership, so that we found ourselves standing between businesses and nonprofits while we're doing their technology and their websites. And all the nonprofits need businesses to market them, and they need them to help them get volunteers. And the businesses can use that for cause marketing. So it's a great marriage. And we started Community Partners. It's been going now for quite a few years. And we have all the major nonprofits are in it. And anybody who joins it, so since we have businesses on this podcast, when you join it, you become a partner with all those nonprofits, and you can use their logos. You can post on social media about them. Every month we'll partner you up with one of them, so that you can do a food drive for the food bank, or you can do fundraising for the Caring Corps, or if you really like the library, you could be there and help them with their fundraising or whatever else they need. And it's just a great way to be involved in the community. It doesn't cost anything. I mean, it's really affordable, and the payoff is just gigantic. So I can't encourage that much. We're really looking for businesses that want to be involved in the community.
Great. So if you're a business looking to make that connection, and I know you're involved in the community quite a bit, can you give us just a little flavor? Like, what do you think businesses just like yours should do to get out there in the community and take advantage of these things, get involved in nonprofits and other community events?
Well, that's why we started Community Partners, because we frankly got tired of telling people, you need to get out and get involved in the community, right?
You've now gone from you plus many employees. What's one of your primary leadership style of what you've learned over the years? Has it changed, or where is it now?
I still, I'm a spiritual guy, so I go back to loving my neighbors. I think that's the right attitude to have. It's the right way to approach service. It's the thing that technology removes from service, unfortunately. So we were just talking about online service things that are trying to happen, and they missed that because there's no way for a computer to do that. That's just where we're at. We never know what somebody else is going through. So we try not to assume, and we try to just be of service. So I think from a leadership standpoint, loving our staff, loving our people, encouraging them to love our clients is the most powerful thing that we can do.
What would you say to someone who's thinking about starting a business, or they're just starting a business in the community? What would your piece of advice to them, that golden gem?
Well, you're not going to like it because it is a new technology, which is called AI. Get your arms around that and use that as a tool. It's a fantastic tool. And it will not be long before you'll be able to launch your business almost entirely using AI as your guide and your consultant. And it will help you find your location. It'll help you find your market. It'll tell you if you're in the wrong place. It's absolutely insanity. You just have to have a product or a knowledge or a service or something that you want to do.
Right.
And then it'll tell you where the best place is. It'll tell you, how to mark that up, or to get loans, how to, all that stuff. It'll just literally guide you through it. And I just want to encourage people not to be afraid of AI at this point. That's something that you really got to look at. I think all the small business owners out there, if something we can do to help you with that, we would be glad to. We're taking a strong approach to it because.
Let me ask you, there's so many great places here, but what's like one of your favorite local hangouts or a hidden gem that maybe people don't know about?
Everybody knows about all of those. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Which ones are in the chamber? Let me see here.
Don't give you any of them. It's because there's so many businesses. For those of you who have not been up in Carefree Cave Creek, there's so many fantastic businesses tucked away in nooks and crannies, but they're wonderful. Great restaurants, great retail, great art galleries. They're just everywhere. And a lot of people don't know about them because they're going to one destination only and they're ignoring the rest. And seeing what your favorite gem is to enlighten people.
I like them all. I mean, we're foodies, so we go for specific things. We go to Stumbelina's for fried cauliflower, which sounds like a weird thing, but it's absolutely fantastic. We argue a lot. Our staff argues a lot about who has the best burger in town, and it's usually between Big Earl's and Harold's and Tonto Bar and Grill. Cowboy Pizza has become a big hit with our guys for lunch. Dairy Queen has always been the star because it's cheap and good. I don't know. I mean, there's so many places that we love. I hate to put one over the top. I mean, I'm in Harold's more often than I'm anywhere, just because they are a huge community advocate, and they have done more in our community than probably any single business in our community. Of course, they've been here longer, but we're there for chamber events, we're there for Kiwanis events, we're there for just special events that happen because they put on that stuff all the time. We're there for fundraisers constantly. I mean, all that kind of stuff. So I probably eat more of Harold's food than anything. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd hate to put anybody else.
What kind of things are coming up for your business in the next year? Obviously, AI is going to be impacting, but how are you helping, more people with their computer technology needs as well as marketing?
Well, I mean, we still are the only walk-in computer service business around here for like 25 miles. And we want to see that continue to grow because that just seems like the way that people prefer to deal with stuff. They'd rather bring their computer in a lot of times. And we're able to work with them face to face and help them. So that's a big part of our business always. But marketing, I think for our businesses especially, I mean, our really goal there is to just keep partnering and walking beside our businesses so that we can help them grow and continue to stay on track with things. Our biggest grower technology piece right now is probably security cameras. We're doing more security cameras than ever, and a lot of people don't even know that we do security cameras. But we do security systems, alarms, and we also do security cameras. The biggest impacting thing is AI. It still is, I think, because it's something that as a small business owner, we don't have that luxury of hiring somebody. Like I said, we have to decide, okay, we're going to make time for this. And so we've become a pretty strong resource for most of our clients for AI, where they're trying to figure out, how do I use this in my business? Are we using it? And how can we use it? How does that tie into my website? Because people are seeing a reduction in their activity of their website because of Google's AI. So when you type in something in Google now, you should notice the first thing that comes up is an AI response, and it's gone out and crawled the internet and tried to find an answer for you already without you having to go to the website. It's answering probably 60-70% of people's requests right there. So they don't have to go to the website anymore. So people are seeing, small businesses especially, are seeing their website traffic decline and getting worried. Don't get worried. Just make sure your website has all its current content on it, because it's still pulling your content and it still links to your website. So it's not a bad thing at all. It's a good thing, actually, because if you're local here and they're asking something about, how do I find local Johnny's, or who has the best burger in town or whatever, and it pulls that from your website because you say, we have the best burger in town because of this, you very well may come up in that search. So it's important to keep your website current right now. And don't get worried if you don't feel like you're getting the traffic that you were getting before. 24/7, 365. If you get your website right and get the search engine optimization going right, then it's going to get found and it's going to get documented into these AI engines and these large language models. And then once you're in there, then it's going to come up.
Absolutely.
So don't ignore that. Like I said, don't be fearful of it.
And so where can our listeners get in touch with you? How can they get a hold of you?
Well, we're right where we have been, 748 Easy Street. You can find it on our website. I think you're going to list our website, right? Come in and see us. I mean, we have a front office. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, or give us a call or fill out a form on our website, and we'll get back with you. Or hopefully we'll be here when you come by. we want to be of service, and we want to have a relationship with you and be able to help you be successful with technology and marketing. And for businesses, we have so many referrals in town. We can give you an arm load, but
Great. We're going to have all of Tech for Life's information in the show notes for those of you listening on the podcast on the run. Any final thoughts, Steve?
we're drinking out of the chamber cups. So the chamber has been here a long time. So if you're not a member of the chamber already, join the Carefree Cave-Free Chamber. You'll get out of it whatever you put into it. And you don't have to put a lot into it. You really don't. I mean, you got to attend the breakfast. You need to go to a mixer now and then and meet some people. Get involved if you can on the board or in the leadership group. And there's so many ways to get involved with the chamber. And it's been helpful for us. I mean, and we're still here after 22 years. So,
Great.
that says something, I guess.
And lots of marketing opportunities.
Yes, absolutely. Tons of marketing.
Tons of marketing.
In fact, we have a table right now at the
That's
chamber
it.
breakfast. And that's a new thing that Steve just started, and it has been fantastic. So
It's been a big hit.
yeah, we've been able to talk to just about, we've had some big breakfasts these last two.
Yeah.
How many people do you have at the last one?
We're averaging 80 people per breakfast,
Yeah.
and it's open to the community people. So it's not just members, it's open to anyone.
And I can say at both those breakfasts, we talked to all 80 people.
Mhm.
They at least saw us and know what we do. So if you've been doing the breakfast, I would hope that's true.
It's true.
And Dynamic Appliances there, and we've had nonprofits there as well, and they said the same exact thing. So you can sponsor a breakfast. That's been really good for us. All those kind of things. We're involved all the time. So it's more Jen these days. You'll see us there because it's important to us, and we meet a lot of clients there. We get a lot of work out of it, but more often than not, we're able to just help our community by being involved. So I encourage you to get involved.
That's it. And another way is, be a guest on the podcast as well. Well, thanks for joining us on the Community Brew podcast, where commerce and conversations meet up in the Carefree Cave Creek area and including the whole Desert Foothills region. If you like this episode, please make sure to like and subscribe. Please contact Steve and his phenomenal team for any of those tech issues and marketing, website, and the list goes on and on. Just want to say this is Steve Feld and Steve Woods saying we wish your business much success.
Thanks for joining us on the Community Brew podcast, Commerce and Conversations. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, fellow business owners, and community champions. Don't forget to check out our other episodes for more tips, stories, and strategies to help your business grow, all served with a local twist. Until next time, stay connected, stay inspired, and keep brewing success in the Desert Foothills. The Carefree Cave Creek Chamber of Commerce wishes you much success.